Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks so much for stopping by today. Today I have a fun card using the beautiful butterfly stencil from Visible Image, as well as one of their new stamp sets, which I love because it is full of just positive, encouraging sentiments. And so I'm going to start out. This is the butterfly ink stencil, and it is a 6x6 stencil. And then the stamp set right here is called Affirmations, and it's just got, I really love the font, the type font, and I just also just love the sentiments. They're just very positive and encouraging, and great for really any cards or journaling that you might do. So I'm going to take my stencil and use that kind of as a template, but I wanted to stamp that little heart that came in that Affirmations stamp set. And so I'm going to go ahead and put my watercolor cardstock in my MISTI, and then I'm going to grab that heart stamp and position it. It fits almost perfectly in that little groove right there of the butterfly wing. I'm going to ink that up with some Versafine Clair in Nocturne, and then I will cover that with some clear embossing powder. And then I'm going to take my cardstock and put it back in my MISTI and put that stencil back over the cardstock. And then I'm going to start adding all of the sentiments. And I use every single sentiment that is in this stamp set. And these will be white heat embossed, so I'm going to take my anti-static bag and apply it. And then I'm going to use some white pigment ink for all of those sentiments. And then I will cover that with some white embossing powder, and then heat set that as well. And I left the stencil in place, and I'm going to be using some Salvaged Patina in Distress ink. It's just a beautiful color. I absolutely loved it. I didn't think I needed more blues, but I'm using both the new blues in the Distress ink line. And I'm going to go ahead and add the Prize Ribbon Distress ink around the edges. And then I will go back in with the dauber for the Salvaged Patina and blend those two colors together so there's not a harsh line in between those. And then I'm going to go ahead and seal this. I wanted to add color to the outside to bring out the fonts, because right now it's really hard to see with the white on white. And so what I'm using is some Liquitex Heavy Gloss Gel, and this is a transparent gel, so you will still be able to see what is underneath it. If you don't have that though, you could definitely use some embossing ink. So emboss through the stencil with the embossing ink, and then add some clear embossing powder, and that should help seal that as well. I really like the gloss though, because it gives these really nice ridges for what I'm doing now. So it kind of acts as a well, and the color that I'm adding with the watercolor just bumps up against that really nicely. And so I am using this set from Prima. It is the Current set. The colors that I use for this are 143, which is a darker color, and then I also use 135, which is more of a teal color. And I'm just going to take my brush and go around the edges of the butterfly to add a little bit of depth there to the butterfly. And then I will also bring out a little bit of that color into the areas where those sentiments are, so that those can be seen a little bit better. And then I'm going to go in with the number 135, which is more of the teal color, and add a little bit of that. And then I'm going to add some splatter. And I took one of the sentiments and heat embossed with white on a piece of black cardstock, and that says "Believe in Your Dreams." And I added a little bit of foam tape to the back of that to pop that up. And I mounted that to a 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 card base. And that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video and the card that I created, and go out there and create something yourself. If you liked this video or found it informative, please go ahead and give a thumbs up. As always, I really do thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend with me, and I hope to see you next time.